What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Canon EOS R color grading C Log footage coming out of the EOS R. I think color grading the C Log footage is a whole different ball game from color grading V-Log from my Panasonic GH5. The Panasonic GH5 looks amazing. You know, it's super flexible. In simple words, the only thing with the GH5 is when I color grade my footage on the GH5, I'm always using the GH Alex LUT, which if you guys haven't heard of it, I'm gonna leave a link up here so you guys can check out some of the videos I've done using that LUT. But this video is not about the GH5, it's gonna be about color grading C Log. The reason why I'm talking about the whole GH5 V-Log stuff is because color grading C Log is a whole different ball game that I've noticed, and is super simple. Like using the GH Alex LUT with the GH5, there's a lot of steps that I have to do, but the outcome of it is worth every single minute invested in it. This is one thing that I found with Canon, that color grading C Log, it just simply works. Right here I have the Canon EOS R, and when I'm shooting on the EOS R, I'm always shooting in C Log when I'm filming video. Even if I'm recording HD 8-bit footage, it still color grades really nice. So I want to jump into that. I want to show you guys how I color grade my C Log footage. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys, and it just becomes a lot easier after watching this video if you guys are getting into color grading C Log or just log footage in general. So let's jump into Final Cut Pro. I'm gonna be using Final Cut Pro. That is my software for editing and all that stuff. So we're gonna jump right into that, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so we're right here. Before I actually dump in the footage that I'm gonna be using, it's important that I share with you guys how I shot these clips. All these clips are in 1080p and obviously in C Log. They're all recorded with the all-eye compression on your EOS R. I have a video on how I set up my video settings on the EOS R. I will leave that link somewhere right here so you guys can check it out and make sure you guys set up your camera to those settings. Let's jump right into this and let's check this out. All right, guys, so right here, these are a couple of the clips that I'm gonna use so I can, test these shots or show you guys how I'm gonna color grade this. Let's jump right into it. This is not gonna be a long video because C Log just simply, I don't know, it's just easy to color grade. So this is not gonna be like the V-Log one that I did a while back ago. That one was a long video. This is very easy. If you guys are new to log footage, and if you guys are a little afraid to shoot log footage, don't be afraid, don't be scared, because Canon EOS R log footage is really simple and really fun to edit. All right, let's start off with this clip right here. What I like to use in the beginning and the top of my chain, I always start off with a color wheel. Right here, this color wheel has your shadows, midtones, and highlights. And then your master. I just bring down my shadows. I don't bring them all the way down to 0. And I just bring it down to like 5 or 7. That's it. I don't like to crush them all the way down. I'll tell you guys why in a little bit. Once I bring them down to like 5 or 7, I raise up my highlights. My highlights, I do bring them up, quite, like all the way up here, probably like 95, 96. And there you go. That's what I have right here. Sounds really easy, right? Check it out. This is before, this is after, before, after. And honestly, I'm not even bringing down the midtones right here. The midtones are still at zero. If you guys want to bring this down, you guys can get a little more contrast. If you guys wanted to, this looks really good. This already looks usable. I'm willing to use this and export it like this. It looks really good. And I haven't even brought up saturation. You guys could bring up this, looks really usable. And now over here on your master wheel, you have your saturation. It gets very saturated or desaturated. I don't like my footage to be overly saturated. I like the desaturated footage, me personally, and this is just personal, whatever you guys like. But you guys can add some saturation to this, and right there, like that right there is very usable. You guys can look at the before, and then this is the after, before and after. And that's it. Like, honestly, Canon C Log is so easy to use. Like I said, if you guys come from Vlog is more complicated, but C Log is super easy. Now, if you guys want to export your footage like that, you guys can go ahead and export it. And let's put in, let's add in a LUT. And when I put in a LUT, I like to start from 0 because I don't like to throw in my LUTs and then they're all full at 100. I'll bring it all the way down to 0. And your LUTs, guys, this is just personal. Whatever you guys, you know, these are your color, your filters or whatever. And whatever you guys want to choose, go ahead and choose it. Whatever LUTs you guys like to use those. Doesn't really matter. My favorite LUTs, honestly, my favorite LUTs are from this Osiris packet. This Osiris Color Vision packet, this is my favorite packet. These are my go-to LUTs, and one of my favorite ones is this KDX. Boom, I put that in, and when I put it in, I bring it up a little. It's just very, very soft. That's it. This is before, this is after, before, after. This is one of my favorite LUTs. And boom, that looks awesome. And I can just grab this, copy it, and then paste it onto my next clip. Let's see how that looks. Boom. That looks really good. Here's another clip with my little sister. This is awesome right here. Actually, I'll show this last clip. You got skies in the background, and then you got the highest, brightest part is in her face. Now, when I'm exposing this shot, I'm using the LUT on the EOS R. So whatever looks good on the LCD screen on my EOS R, I'm gonna just go base off of that. I'm gonna drop my shadows to about 5, my highlights, bring them up to, and this one I'm not gonna go all the way up because now her face is starting to lose information. I'm gonna just bring it up to whatever I feel like looks good. I like how that looks right there. Let's add a LUT. Bring it down a little bit so it's not as strong. Let's try this M31. This is an awesome LUT too. This is me pushing it. Boom. And then we'll add some sharpness. About 1.5. Boom. That's it. I can call that a day. Let's do that. Render it 40%. That looks awesome. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it does look a little in the hot side, on the hotter tones, but that's an easy fix. Just bring it down, cool it off a bit. Very, very subtle. Nothing too strong. Desaturate it a bit if you want to. Boom. Once I desaturate my actual color wheel, then I can push this a little bit more and get the coloring from the LUT itself, so I can get a little more of the character. That's it. This is before, this is after. Before, after. Before, after. And that's how I color grade C Log. All right guys, so that's pretty much it. Super simple to color grade. It's not complicated. If you guys are new to log footage, don't be afraid of it. It's super fun to work with. Why? Because that's when you start adding your personality to your videos. It gets very fun once you get the hang of it a little more and more. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this wasn't too complicated. Hopefully it was really easy to understand. What I want to push forward is how you guys can start manipulating your footage to whatever ideas you have, whatever inspiration you get from a movie or a TV show, anything you're inspired by, use that idea. Not that you're gonna copy it, because even if you wanna copy it, there's no way you're gonna duplicate that. But if you are inspired by something and you wanna kind of use that as inspiration, color grading or shooting and log footage will allow you to, you know, take your footage to a whole different direction. It's very, very unique, very personal to your taste, to your liking. This is color grading. It's like going to the ice cream shop, getting vanilla or chocolate. Like, it's just your personal taste. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to my videos. I appreciate you guys taking some of your time. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on our next video. Thank you.
you.